ice with it. A conversation with me will change your life. Your wife want the pipe, and when I hit you feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger, I'm hot nigga. She don't rock with you, she got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought, if you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her, then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, will suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitchin' cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for her to go on the trip, now you trippin' because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut, you lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her panties and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass, you pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I could ruin your day by smashing your bitch? All right, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4.
What's good, what's good,
3,
what's good, people?
2, 1.
What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So let me just post this shit on Instagram real quick so people know what's popping out here. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's going on? Shout out to Frank H, Reggie Brock, Steve O'Baby, Monogamous Players in the building. What up? Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Certified Tyro, Money Mitch, Dante was good, King Solar, Kenyon, Emmanuel was going on, AJ205 was popping, Zati was good, was good. Bernie L is in the building, what's going on there? Goldie's in the building, shout outs to you. But yeah, man, we about to get it in. So today we're going to be talking about how you're successful, but you can't attract women. You know, isn't that weird? Because, you know, people are always talking about how, you know, you got to be on your purpose and shit. You feel what I'm saying? You got to, you know, do all this other extra shit in order to get women, you know, get your money up, all that other crazy stuff. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into that today. And I want to let you guys know that getting your shit together is good for you. You should get your shit together, right? If you're a man, you got shit going on, you're making shit happen, you're making moves in life, you're doing what you do, you should be out here getting shit together. But guess what? Getting your shit together does not mean that women are going to want to fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to want to fuck you just because you got your shit together, right? See, what you got to understand is, see, a dude like, for example, let's say a Harvey Weinstein, he had his shit together, right? Now, he was fucking some girls, but what happened is that he's in jail right now because he didn't have the game and he didn't know how to actually get women, right? He tried to use what he had in order to get women. And this is what a lot of guys do. When they get their shit together, they think that this is going to get them girls, or what they'll try to do is they'll try to use that to attract women. Now, what you have to understand is women can be attracted to you because of your resources, but that doesn't mean that they're sexually attracted to you. So what happens is that if you're not a sexually attractive guy, you having your shit together is not going to make it to where women want to have sex with you. Now, you could pay a chick to fuck you, or you might have some chicks who want to use you, and then you might get some ass because in the time that they're trying to use you, they might throw you some pussy, right? But a lot of guys, they think that just getting your shit together or just, having some money, having a nice car, having a nice apartment and all that other stuff is going to make the dating game easier for them. And what you got to understand is that having your shit together does not make dating easier for you. See, a lot of guys think that once you have your shit together, it's going to make it easy, right? But what dudes who have game understand is this, is that women like the man. They love the man, right? All the other stuff that comes with the man is a bonus if they like that guy. Now, if they don't like you, then you having your shit together and all the other stuff comes into play because they need to have something about you to like. You understand? So they're like, okay, this guy's a loser, but he has some money. This guy's a loser, but he has a nice car. This guy's a loser, but he has a nice house. So what I'll do is I'll, hang out with him a little bit, talk to him a little bit and all this other stuff, and I will use him for those things. Now, I'm jumping ahead a little bit because even though a woman will use a guy for that, you still need some sort of game even to get to the woman in a lot of cases, right? Now, the funny part about this is that if a woman is coming at you, right? Now follow me here, because a lot of guys talk about choosing signals and all this other stuff. If you're the type of guy who is insecure, right? You're the type of guy who doesn't have a good mouthpiece. You're just not really that type of guy that is comfortable around women. And a woman approaches you or, gives you those choosing signals or gives you that type of attention, that should be a red flag for you. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Joe Blast in the building and AT in the building. What's going on, fam? That should be a red flag for you. Now, the reason why it's a red flag is you have to ask yourself, if I'm the type of guy who has trouble getting with women, why is this woman over there checking me out? Why are this women over here trying to, get my attention? Right now, the reason why that'll happen sometimes, and not all the time, but it will happen in most cases, is because that woman is plotting on you to use you for what you have. She can see that you're that guy. So let's say, for example, you at the club with your boys, you popping bottles, buying drinks, flashing money and shit. So she sees that you're that guy. So she's like, okay, cool. I could just use this motherfucker to get me some drinks tonight, to take me out to dinners and all this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So she sees that you have your shit together, but she's going to use you because you have your shit together. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make dating easier. It just makes it easier for you to get used. And so this is what a lot of guys don't understand. See, the thing is this, in order for you to be attractive to that woman, for her to actually like you, for her to like the man, right? The man has to be valuable. And understand that you having your shit together isn't the thing that necessarily makes you valuable. You understand? See, this is why, for example, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, he kept talking about high value men and all this other stuff. And high value men got to make six figures and all this other shit. See, the mistake that he made was he had these guys believing that because they have a certain amount of money or they're in a certain position in life, right? That makes them high value or better than the next person and therefore more attractive to women, which is false. You understand what I'm saying? That's false. Just because you have a certain amount of money, just because you're working at a certain place, just because you have a certain type of car and all that other stuff, that's not the thing that's going to really make the woman like the man, because everything that I just explained is outside of the guy. You understand? And so what trips a lot of guys up is that they go on YouTube and they hear a lot of people talking about, yo, just be on your purpose and get your money up and do all these things. They keep telling guys to do all these things. And it sounds nice. Trust me, it sounds sexy because you want to hear, oh, all I got to do is just get a nice job and make some more money and get a nice car and then women will want me. That sounds great because now you don't actually have to learn or deal with women. So you can just acquire the woman by doing these other things. You understand? So you don't actually have to talk to a woman. You don't have to deal with rejection. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to work on yourself because all you got to do is work on getting money. All you got to do is get that nice car, get the nice house, and then everything's going to fall into place. So it sounds sexy, but it's not real. That's the part people don't get. So I understand why it sounds attractive. Oh, all I got to do is just get my shit together and be on my purpose, and then the women are going to come. That sounds great, but it's false. It's bullshit. See, there's a lot of guys right now who are going to watch this video in their nice house, or they're going to watch this video or listen to this video as they're driving in their nice car, or they're at work making their money. But what they realize is they ain't got no women, or they're having a hard time getting girls. Now, why is the reason they're having a hard time getting girls that they don't have any women? It's because being able to attract a woman, right, is a whole nother thing outside of that other shit. See, you need to learn how to attract women. You understand? You need to know how to attract women. Because see, this is the thing. If you don't know how to attract women, what's going to happen is that the woman that you want to attract, they're going to attract you. Hope that didn't go over your head. Hope that doesn't go over your head. Let me say it again. If you don't learn how to attract women, the women that you want to attract, they're going to attract you. So what does that mean? That means that you're going to be under their spell, under their leadership, under their sort of like direction of where they're trying to go. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't understand how to deal with women. And so that same woman who's giving you those choosing signals, what she's going to do is that she can see that you're a sucker, and she's going to know exactly how to play you. You see what I'm saying? She's going to know exactly how to fucking play you. And then you're going to be all upset that, oh, these bitches ain't shit and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, you need to learn how to attract them. You understand? And so this is the problem with the whole get your shit together and women are going to come narrative. It's because it doesn't tell you about how to attract women. Women are not just going to run up on you just because you got your shit together unless they are trying to use you. You understand? Because if it's about you getting your shit together and you having your shit together and her fucking with you because you have your shit together, that means that the main reason why she's dealing with you is because of the shit you got together. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about you. It's not about you. And on top of that, what you have to understand is there's a lot of guys who have their shit together. So if there's a lot of guys who have their shit together, what makes you special because you have your shit together? You understand? Think about that. What makes you special because you have your shit together? Oh, you got a nice house and a nice car? Awesome. So do a lot of guys. You're making money? That's great. So are a lot of men out here making money. Oh, you're on your purpose? Really? Me too. Him too. So, you understand what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Right? So what happens is that you still need to know the how of doing it. Because check this out. Let's say me and you go to a club, to a bar, and you got your shit together. You got a lot of money. Matter of fact, you're rich. You got millions of dollars in the bank. You got a nice house, all that other stuff, right? You go into the bar, and there's some women across the room. And you want to holler at them. So what are you going to do? You still need to go up and approach. You still need to go and talk. You still need to go and interact with the women, right? So either way, you still have to learn how to deal with women, even though you have your shit together. Because having your shit together is not going to automatically make the woman come to you again, unless they notice that that's the case and they're going to use you. So if we're chilling at the bar and me and you just having a drink and we just chilling and talking, it's not like women are going to sense that you have your shit together and walk over and try to do something. No. Now, maybe if you was, taking out a wad of cash and flashing your money and being all flashy and crazy, and they see that and they're like, okay, let me take advantage of the sucker, then that's the type of shit that'll happen. But what you have to understand is that there is a skill to understanding how to get women. And if you don't understand how to do that, if you don't have that skill, then it doesn't matter how much money you got, how nice your car is, what type of house you got, you're still going to be the type of motherfucker that's not going to make shit happen. Like, for example, when I did a lot of my seminars, I'm going to be doing some more next year, just to let y'all know, right? 90-something% of the guys that were there had their shit together. So if it was all about having your shit together, why would they be at a seminar trying to learn how to attract women? You understand what I'm saying? If that was the case, why would they need to be there? But see, what you have to understand is that no matter what, when it comes to that situation of having your stuff together, you still need to learn how to get the women, because you having that doesn't automatically mean that you're going to get women. And that's the part that a lot of people don't understand. They think that if I'm on my purpose and I got money and I do these things, then that is going to automatically make women want to fuck with me. That is not true. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. You said the passport bros claimed to be on their purpose. The passport bros still have to fly 6,000 miles over shark-infested ocean to pretend part-time prostitutes actually like them. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, if it's all about having your shit together, why would you need to go anywhere? Right? And see, what it is this, right? See, a lot of people think just having a certain thing is going to make the other thing they have automatically happen. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way. It's just like this. Like, if you wanted to make a movie, right? You can't just be like, well, I got a camera and I have a fucking, computer so I can make a movie. No, just because you have a camera and a computer don't mean you can make a movie, because you still need to know how to make a movie. Do you know how to use the camera? Do you know how to write a script? Do you know how to edit? So just having that shit doesn't mean the outcome is going to be a movie, because you don't know how to do it. Then that's like if somebody builds a basketball court in your backyard, does that mean you're going to be able to be good at basketball? No. Do you know how to dribble? Do you know how to shoot? Do you know how to do a layup? Just because you have the shit hit there doesn't mean you know how to use it and how to do it. So a lot of guys, they'll have their shit together. They'll have the money. They'll have the car. They'll have the apartment. They'll have the jewelry, all this other stuff. But do you know how to talk to a woman? You understand? Do you know how to flirt? Do you know how to get a woman's pussy wet? Do you know how to get a woman addicted to you? Do you know how to keep a woman interested in you? You see what I'm saying? And most dudes don't know how. And the reason they don't know how is because they're stuck on being on their purpose and thinking that is the thing that's going to make them get the women. You understand? And it's not true. This is why you have you'll have a bunch of successful dudes who still have issues getting women, because they thought the success was the thing that's going to bring them the women. You understand? See, all success does, right, is it will get women who will use you for whatever that success can benefit them. Because what happens is now you're putting the success in front of you, right? You're leading with your success. You're leading with your wallet. You understand? You're saying, hey, lady, don't pay attention to me, but pay attention to all my shit. Pay attention to all of this shit that I built. And you should like me and want me and want to fuck with me because of that. You see what I'm saying? But see, what happens is that when you do that, you're setting yourself up to get played, right? When you do that, you're setting yourself up to be the type of guy that women are going to use. You understand? So that's the thing. Because see, this is the thing. Being on your purpose doesn't make you sexually attractive to women. Because when we talk about this, we're talking about actual sex. Like, y'all want to have sex with these women. I know y'all don't just want women to think you're cute. I know y'all don't want women to just hang out with you. You want to have sex. So how is having your shit together going to make it easier for you to get sex? See, think about it this way. Let's say you're living at home with your mother, right? You're living at home with your mother. And then let's say you have another guy who has his own place. Right. Now, think about that. You got one guy living at home with his mom, one guy who has his own place. Now, which guy is going to have an easier time getting laid? All right. You have the guy over here who lives at home with his mom and the guy who has his own place. Which guy out of these two guys is it going to be easy for them to get laid? I want to ask the chat that. I want to see what y'all response is. So you have one guy who has his own place, one guy who lives with his mom. Which guy is going to be easier for him to get laid? Depends on who has a mouthpiece and a plan. He said, Certified Tyrone said objectively their own place. Somebody's June Sport says own place. Emmanuel said doesn't matter. He said his own place, depends on the man. The guy at home, 50-50-12 said. So you have the guy who has his own place and the guy who lives home with his mom. Now, who's it easier to get ass? The person it's going to be easier for the person to get ass who has game. That's the answer. That's the answer. See, a lot of dudes think if they live at home with their mom, it's going to be hard for them to get ass. And then they would think if you have your own place, it's going to be easier to get ass. That's not true. Because again, if you don't know how to attract women, it don't matter if you have your own place because ain't nobody coming to your place because you're not attracting no women. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you live at home with your mom, but you know how to attract women, right? You can get women to come over to your place and fuck you at your mom's house because you know how to attract women. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
You know how I know. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. You actually still need to know how to do it. So it doesn't matter what the situation is as far as your living situation or, how much, fucking money you got and all this other stuff. None of that shit matters. What matters is, do you know how to do it? And that's the issue with a lot of guys. They don't know how to do it. Now, if you know how to do it and you have your own place, that's good because now you got your own place and it's, she come through and it is what it is. Right? But in either situation, you still need to know how to do it. So if you don't know how to do it, it doesn't matter if you got your own place, you got a bunch of money, all that other shit. It's not going to matter because you're not going to get it. You understand? You're not going to get it. You understand? You say you only attract 5s and 6s, though dimes won't come near you. Hilarious. I got to hit you with the button, my brother. I got to hit you with the button, my nigga. See, again, and it's, what's so funny? What's so funny? What's so funny? it's like, think about if this was like a channel that was teaching people math. And niggas is in the comment section saying, yo, but 2 + 2 is 80. And then somebody else in the comment section is like, yo, mathematics doesn't exist. It's bullshit. And they say, no, 2 + 2, you know, it's only going to be 4 if the girl is hot. What? Ridiculous. Ridiculousness. This is what it sounds like when dudes say shit like that. You only attract 5s and 6s though. Dimes won't come near you. What makes a dime different than a 5 or 6? I just want to know what makes a dime different from a 5 or 6. I'm gonna get to some of the calls in a second. What makes a dime different from a 5 or 6? I would love to know that shit. Because what happens is that, again, a lot of these dudes, they think that there's something different or something special they have to do for a chick who's hot. And that's why you don't get hot women. Like that comment right here is, I can tell when a dude says shit like that, I know he doesn't get hot women. He doesn't get women that he thinks are hot. It doesn't happen to him. It doesn't happen. Because let me tell you what every dude who fucks hot women knows. That it's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Shout out to KZaggin20 in the chat. Said if a woman is sexually attracted to you, she is sexually attracted to you no matter how attractive she is. That's a fact. Exactly. Exactly. They think like a dime, a chick who's a dime be like, you know, I was going to be attracted to you, but then, you know, I realized I was a dime and therefore like I can't be attracted to you because the rule says that because I'm a dime, I'm not supposed to be attracted to you. So sorry, like, you know, I was, but I can't now because I'm hot. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But let's take some calls real quick. Maybe go 559 and then 954. 559, what's popping? Who this?
What's good, Lucario? It's B from Cali. We done talked a few times, man.
What up, my brother?
I already been donated.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Hey, it's a little off topic, man, but when I'm out there, you know, getting it in, you know, like putting my bid in, I be going crazy, bro. Like, let's say I'm at the mall and let's say I talk to like 3 girls and then they say no. Then I get the next 2. The thing in my mind is, I don't know if, like, let's say after I bag her, do I just go to the girl right next to her, or do I try to just like sneak through the area so they don't see me talking to another girl, or do you ever pay attention to that shit?
Nah, the thing is, you know, if you're talking to a chick and you interact or get information or whatever, y'all exchange information, you don't want to necessarily talk to a chick literally 2 feet from her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, still walk around and do your thing. Yeah, still talk to other chicks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because that's what I try to do. I try to like navigate through certain areas, but I be feeling like, okay, like I didn't got like 8 numbers. I didn't gave out my number to 8 women, so now I feel like I'm gonna run into a woman. So I'll be feeling like I'm missing out on other girls I could get at. So I'll try to like move to a different area. So, but it's kind of like I feel like I'm hurting my game because I'm still like walking past certain women because I feel like a woman that I already talked to might be around the vicinity. You feel me?
Right. Well, the thing is this: you don't need to worry about those women because it's like it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing: if the chick is interested in you, right? What happens is that when you hit her up, she's gonna respond, or if you tell her to hit you up, she'll hit you up. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily matter what the situation is because she's not going to give a fuck, and most likely you're not going to run into her. But even if you do, it doesn't matter because you just met her. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. let's say there was girl A, right? You talk to her, you got information, and then you talk to girl B, and then girl A saw you talking to girl B, right? Now, let's say you never talk to girl B, and then let's say girl A never hit you up, or you text her and she never responded. So what difference would it have made? Because she never responded anyway, and later on down the line, like nothing happened with girl A. But then let's say girl B, you got with everything was on point. She was super cooperative. So now the point of you talking to girl B was because, look, I got to up the numbers, and then therefore I'm going to see who's going to actually fall in line and make shit happen. So don't worry about what the other chicks are going to think at the beginning, because at the beginning they haven't proven anything yet in order for them to even have a say in anything or to feel some type of way. And if they do feel some type of way, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
it. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, but that's still Lucario. But I'm gonna say this last thing though. Before I was fucking with you and Steve, and I got on that man mindset and that bad boy membership, man, I wasn't doing shit, man. But as soon as I got on that, man, I'm talking about like a month in, bro. It was popping, bro. So y'all doing y'all shit, man.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, I'm holla. All right, yes, peace. All right, let's go to 954. 954, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, what's going on?
What up, my brother? Did you donate?
You hear me?
Yes, sir. Did you donate?
Yeah, I did.
Appreciate it.
I did.
All right. So what's going on?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a question about me if I should charge her or not.
Okay.
So I met this chick at the mall, got a number. Like we hung out one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get to smash the first time, but I'm trying to smash her the second time I hook up with her.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm on the phone with her, she keeps talking about like her finances, like, oh, she need her rent paid, her bill, like her phone paid, and all this other stuff. And me, I'm like, hell no, I'm not trying to pay any of that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to come through and smash.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like now she's like, oh, if I'm not gonna, she hasn't told me that verbatim, but you can tell like she's trying to like basically say, oh, if I don't pay for anything, that I'm not gonna be able to come over and.
Let me ask you a question. So hold on. What y'all do on the first time y'all met? First time y'all met, where'd y'all go?
We just we went to the movies, just chilled at the movies and shit like that. That's pretty much it.
And that was it?
Went to the movies. Yeah, that was pretty much it. No dinner, just went to the movies.
Wait, so you ain't kiss her, you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't do none of that shit? I'm hearing that.
Yeah, at the end of the night, yeah, we kissed. Yeah, we kissed at that night. When I took her home that night, we kissed and she went in the crib. But I ain't try to smash the first night because I wanted to at least give her like to the second.
So why you ain't trying to smash the first night?
I don't know. I ain't want to like rush into it like that. And plus, she wasn't giving me that signal to where she wanted to smash the first night. Like, that's why. Like, even though
what signal was she supposed to give you?
Just sometimes a female will be like I'm flirting. She's flirting back with me, but she's not.
Hold on, you still there?
Like she want me to smash. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm
okay.
Here.
Okay, you cut out a little bit. Okay, so let me ask you. So you said you on the phone talking with her. Why are you on the phone talking with her? Why don't you just tell her to come through?
I'm on the phone trying to get the second night in, like trying to see her again.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. Did you text her or called her?
I called her.
Okay, so what did you say when you called her?
I basically called her. I asked her, yo, what you doing Saturday or whatever. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it seems like she'll kind of like not really change the subject, but she'll kind of like ignore what I just asked her.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll try to like start talking about like her bills and stuff like that. And she has a kid too.
Mm-hmm.
So she's talking about like her kid and her bills.
And then what'd you say? What'd you say? Hold on. What'd you say when she was talking about her kids and her bills?
I kind of like skate over her conversation. I pretty much skate her. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up. Or it is what it is. And I just try to make it make an arrangement to go see her. But
Okay, so did you make the arrangement?
Yeah, I've tried to.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What did you say, and what was her response? I said, what did you say, and what was her response?
All right, so basically, I asked her, "Yo, let's
shout
go
out to Miles,
drink, right?" Yeah, I learned that from Miles. So I asked her, "Yo, what you doing this Saturday? Let's go out for some drinks." This is just past Saturday. Just happened. I was like, "What you doing Saturday? Let's go out for some drinks." And she was like, "Oh, what's it again?" And then she was like, "Oh, where you want to go out for drinks and stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, there's this bar right in town or whatever." And she was like, "A bar?" It seemed like I had to like take her to a dinner or something. Like I had to go, not like take her out to like, I ain't gonna say Ruth Chris, but she expected a dinner basically.
So wait, hold on. So if you wanted to smash, why was you taking her out to the bar?
Nah, because I wanted to take her. Basically, we're gonna go out for some drinks, and then next we can go back to my place and I can smash.
Did you tell her that?
Like I don't mind. I didn't tell her that verbatim, but that would be basically what the intentions would be. You know what I mean?
But see, this is why this is what I'm trying to explain to you, brother. This is exactly why she's acting that way towards you. Oh, I gotta hit the button on you real quick. Let me explain to you. Because on the first time when y'all the first day when you was chilling with her and you was kissing her but didn't try to smash, right? What that dictates to her is, oh, okay, he's not one of these dudes. He's the gentleman type of guy. He's leaning more to that type of side. He's the take me out on a bunch of dates and get to know me type of guy. He's the boyfriendy type of guy because you're not trying to fuck. So now, and then you reinforced it by calling her and say, hey, let's go out and get drinks, right? So when you said let's get drinks, she said, let's get dinner?
Yes.
So she said
she wanted to go out for dinner instead.
So she said, I'd rather go out to dinner instead?
Yeah. She said she wanted to go out to eat. And I was like, we can go get some, you can grab something to eat on the way back to the crib or whatever. You know what I mean? Like some dainties. You can grab some dainties or some shit. But I didn't want to go sit down and eat. I just wanted to eat.
Bruh, this is what I'm saying. Your actions, right? Your actions are telling. Okay, check this out. Think about it this way, right? If you was hanging out, let's say you was hanging out with just somebody, right? And they was poor. They ain't got no fucking money, right? And they said, "Yo, let's just go in the park and chill and lay on the grass and look at the fucking sky and hang out and talk, right?" And that's just all y'all could do because okay, this is all we could do because we ain't got no money and we just gonna chill and lay in the park and relax, right? Now, let's say another person comes through and says, "Yo, I got this fucking boat. Let's go sailing." And then also, I'm gonna hit you up again and say, "Hey, let's go on a helicopter ride real quick," right? Now, you got the broke motherfucker where you just chilling on the grass. They ain't got no money. Then you got the motherfucker who's taking you out on boat rides and helicopter rides and shit, right? Now, when the person that's taking you on the boat rides and helicopter rides says, "Hey, let's go fucking lay in the park," you're gonna be like, "Why? Why should we lay in the park? Let's go fucking in a hot air balloon. Let's go fucking on a plane to Spain or some shit." Why? Because that's how you're showing up in the situation. So that's the level of type of experience that we're at and where we're gonna go with it. Now, the other motherfucker who's broke and they say, "Hey, let's just chill in the crib." Guess what you're gonna do? Yeah, let's chill in the crib because that's all you got to offer at this point. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you came to the situation offering time, energy, money, attention, all of that shit. Because you just said, I just asked you, why you ain't fuck her? Well, I didn't think the time was right and I should. You see what I'm saying? So you're setting yourself up to be that guy.
No, I didn't mean like I didn't think the time was right. I just didn't want to rush into it.
That's what I'm bro. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to rush into it, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Bro, let me explain something to you.
I usually give a chick.
Let me explain something to you real quick.
Let me say something.
Hold on, I'm trying to explain it to you because you're not getting it. Let me explain something to you.
All right.
It's sex first, everything else after. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the only caveat to that is if you meet a chick online, then yeah, you want to probably meet her in person real quick, see how she is, then go fuck. But the point is that sex is supposed to be at the forefront of the whole entire shit because you want to see if the woman is sexually interested in you. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So what you're doing is you're leading with dates, phone conversations, and money and time.
So that's why she's asking me for bills.
Yes.
Bills and stuff like that.
That's why she's asking you about the bills. That's why she's saying, take me out to dinner, because you took her out, right? And then you didn't try to fuck. And then you're still trying to not fuck and take her out. That's what I'm saying, bro.
No. The second time I'm gonna try to fuck. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, but this is what I'm bro. But this is what I'm saying,
I,
my nigga. You're not hearing me. What I'm saying is that
saying that I should have fucked the first time.
Yes, you should have tried to fuck the first time. And then if she was like, oh, tonight's not good, and you know, I don't think we should rush this fast. Okay, cool, ain't no problem. Well, listen, I'm gonna hit you up next week and we're gonna get together and continue to do this sex thing. You understand what I'm saying? And then if you hit her up next week, say, hey, what's up? Let's get together. I'm gonna come through to your spot, or I'm gonna pick, you know, you could come through to my spot. She's like, oh, well, you know, actually, I'm not really, you know, I don't like to move that fast. Hey, no problem. Well, listen, you have my number. Hit me up when you're ready to fuck. And that's it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. You're sitting there like, well, let me take her out to drinks, but then she's saying she want dinner and blah, blah, blah. Now she's telling about the only reason she's telling you about her bill is because you ain't trying to fuck on the first date. You understand that?
Gotcha.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Because you're like, well, I don't want to rush into it, but you trying not to rush into it is getting you the response of a woman who's going to try to use you for your resources. You understand that?
I got you. That was my mistake. So you think I should charge her then after that whole situation?
Well, at this point,
I'm thinking that I should charge her.
Well, at this point, you might have to charge her because you fucked up the whole situation, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge her.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did.
So I'm saying from now on.
I think
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Nah, because it's a game I used to run back in the day where I give a chick at least 2 weeks before I fuck.
2 weeks.
But you saying that I should just fuck? Yeah.
2 weeks for what?
2 weeks max.
2 weeks for what? Why?
Like, I'm just saying if I don't fuck within 2 weeks.
Oh, if you don't fuck
I'm
with
charging her.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, why are you? My question to you is, why are you waiting though? So let me ask you this: when you meet a girl, right? Where did you meet her at? Actually, where'd you meet her at?
At the mall.
Okay, now, when you met her, were you sexually attracted to her?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right. So meaning that if it was possible, you would have fucked her that day, right?
Yep.
Right. So then what the fuck are you waiting for? That's what I'm saying. So why are you waiting?
I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, sometimes what happens is when you wait and you try to be like, oh, let me not rush into this and let me do all this other stuff, they'll put you in the boyfriendy category. See, you got to understand something. Women are going to look at you a certain way. So they're going to say, okay, he's the guy who's trying to fuck, or he's the guy who's trying to wife. And you were acting like the guy who's trying to wife. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Every time you do all of that fucking slow shit, oh, let's go out to the movies and talk, and me talking on the phone, and let's go on 3 or 4 dates. That's boyfriend. You're basically courting her, my nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's why she's gonna act that way.
Put me in that category for real.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you. But I'm just go ahead and charge it, and I'm gonna. I don't know. I might have to sign up to a Bad Boy Minute.
Yes, you should. I'm telling you. Get up on that. You'll be wasting all that time, bro. All right, man. Appreciate the call, brother.
Man. Thanks for the advice.
All right, man. I'm holla. Peace. All right. Let me go to 713 Monogamous Player in the building. What's going on, fam?
What's up, Mr. LaCaria? What's good, everybody? You already know that I donated.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Yes, I just want to be real quick, and you already know a lot of this stuff, Mr. Carter. I already said it, but I just always like to just, you know what I'm saying, use facts to prove, dude's theories wrong, right? Now, once again, Mr. Carter, what I always would say, back in the day, a few years back, I was staying with my mom, I was staying with my dad after I graduated from college.
Right.
I didn't have, quote unquote, my shit together. Well, my shit was developing, but sometimes that's another thing, Mr. Carter. I feel like a lot of guys, they rush the process. Like the fitter wins the race. You know what I'm saying? They looking at everybody else and they feel like, oh, if he's doing this and he's doing it, then I need to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Rather than to stand on their natural path. You see what I'm saying? But I say I was staying with my mom, I staying with my dad, and really out of 100 females that I smashed, at least about 70 of them I smashed in my mom and my dad's house. So you know what I'm saying? From childhood all the way to adulthood. So you know what I'm saying? And then another thing, Mr. Lucario, is all the females that were Carson, come back. My son running away and stuff. Hey, all the females that smashed me, right? You know one thing that they never asked me about, I never talked about with me,
right?
Is money.
Right.
They ain't never said, Marcus, how much money you make, or Daniel, you know what I'm saying, da woo. They ain't never talked about that. You see what I'm saying? And I was broke and I was still sexually attractive. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you that I was a guy that knew how to draw women in. I was still a guy that had game, and I was still a guy that knew what to do. You see what I'm saying? Right. But a lot of these other guys, they feel like they need all this external stuff. And regardless, if you have all this external stuff, if you don't have game, none of that is gonna mean anything. All a girl is gonna see is, okay, I can use him and I can get what I want out of the situation, right? Right. So that's the next thing I want to say, which is the last thing, right? Me and my boys, right? We went out last night. It's been a while since we went out, right? And we went out last night because one of my boys, my best friend's birthday, passed up this week, right? So we all, a couple of us got children. We all in relationships and stuff like that. So when we went out, you know what I'm saying? Because we was, owning players back in the day, we still keep the players. So we just talk to girls for the sport of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we just do it just for the sport of it, right? Bro, even last night, we wasn't even doing it for real. We were just doing it for the sport. And women were just coming. I'm talking about women after women after women. One time, matter of fact, the first spot we was at, right? We was sitting like on a bench, we was smoking hookah, and these women that was in front of us, they had a table. So it was like, y'all want to sit with us? Or whatever the case may be, because my partner, the one that I said that reminded me of Miles, he's the one that kind of, spoke to one of the girls and kind of like sparked the situation, right? So we went over there and eventually sat with them, right? So I sat by one girl, right? You know what she said? She said, I don't want you to sit by me. I want your friend to sit by me, the one that kind of started the whole interaction. Right. I said, okay, bet, right? So I already knew in my mind, she's feeling my friend, right? So me and my other friend, all we did was we just did the whole wingman shit and just talked to the other female just on some cool shit. Right. But of course, even though we're not really making that happen, it's still the vibe that we're creating with these females. So now they vibing with us, they're doing this. And we went to another spot and literally like I ain't gonna say every female that passed by, but it was females just passing by. All my friend was doing was just pulling them to us. And some of them was fucking with it, some of them wasn't. The one that wasn't fucking with it, we kept it moving because at the end of the day in this club, it's thousands of fine women. Exactly. So if one say ain't trying to fuck, cool, keep moving. We're not even worried about you no more. The next one come up, and some of them was fucking with us. You see what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say, Mr. Cario, is last night, just for the sport of it, I end up, going through the motions of pulling this chick, right? So, the chick gonna ask me, and she was outside of the club with her other friend, right? So my partners would pull up, and we were talking to the females. We about to go inside the club. So the chick gonna ask me, hey, could you get me in the club? You know what I told that girl? Just because she gave me her number and all that, even though I'm not gonna call her because as I say, it's just for the sport of it. You know what I told that girl? I said, baby, I'm not no trick. Why would I pay for you to get in the club? Right. She was like, but I was trying to get in the club. I told her again, I'm not no trick. And I just walked away. And I'm just looking like, bro, like this bitch really think I'm gonna get her in the club. But I had to understand what she was saying because that's what she's used to. Exactly. Because that's what a lot of that's what they'll do. You know what I'm saying? They get the women's number, and see, a lot of guys are satisfied just from getting the woman's number. No smashing, no nothing. So in their eyes, they feel like they already smashed, but no, you got to end the process. Right. So because of that, they start being all nice to the woman, and now they willing to buy drinks and do this and do that, and you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. And then the woman is gonna say, all right, good night, have a great life after the fact. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I told that bitch, I ain't no trick. You know what I'm saying? I just walked away. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be bold. You gotta tell these girls what it is. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of guys don't. A lot of guys fold under pressure, and then they let the women run the situation. But the last thing I just want to say is, me and my guys, we were just outside and just doing it for the sport. We wasn't even doing it for real, and we still had action. So how if all these other guys that's actually doing it for real don't have action?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it's all about mindset, and it's all about how you go about the game, Mr. Clark. But how you feel about that, man?
No, I feel you, but that's what it is. Is really see, a lot of it is just like you said, it's the mindset and having that type of energy. And unfortunately, a lot of these dudes don't have that type of energy because they're focused and relying so much on all of these external things that they think is supposed to get a woman. Because they see, this is the thing. Right. But most guys that don't talk to women don't understand how to deal with women. So they think that in order to get a woman, they got to do all this other outside shit. And they think that's what gets women. Because what they'll do is they'll see a guy, let's say, for example, who looks like he has money and a nice car and all this other shit. And he has a woman, right? And the woman seems like she's really into that guy. So that guy, let's say he has game. He got her because he has game. And then on top of that, he has all that other shit. So a lot of guys will see that and think, oh, well, I got to get that shit to get the girls. But it's like, no, she's with him because of who the fuck he is. You understand what I'm saying? And then on other situations, what happens is you have women who are just with the guys who got the shit. So sometimes you can tell, like I'll be in spots and I can tell the guys who are with the girls because the girls actually fuck with them, or the girls who are with the guys just because of what he has. I could tell right off the bat. It's ridiculous.
You can tell. You can tell. And then at the end of the day, Mr. Lawyer, that first chick that we were just talking to for fun, by the end of the interaction, the girl that was feeling my friend was sitting on his lap.
Right.
And she was a baddie, low key. You know what I'm saying? But this is a guy that not a Tyrone, not a Chad from face value, but when he opens his mouth, the real him comes out. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say, Mr. Collier, bro. The game is deep, and thank you for the opportunity.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, let's go to 361. 361. What's popping? Who this?
This is Austin from Victoria.
What up? What's going on, man? Did you donate?
Yeah, not this time. I'm broke this time. I tried to donate, bank declined.
Nigga, you gonna have to call back. Go get some extra hours at the fucking IHOP. You feel what I'm saying? And call back, brother.
Yeah.
All right, man, I gotta let him go. All right, let's go to 412. 412 is popping. Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. LaCar? This is AT calling, man.
AT, what's good with you, bro? Haven't heard from you in a while, man. What's going on with you?
All right, been good, man. I've been one, working a lot, two, getting my oldest daughter graduating high school, the other one settled in the 10th grade. So I just been busy, but even though I've still been, tuning into the shows, I just hadn't had a chance to call in a while.
Right. That's what's up. So what's good with you?
All right, man. I definitely donate for sure. Not
appreciate it. What's going on?
So I had two things. One, I guess with the previous caller, not a monogamous player, but the guy before him was talking about, what I learned from you and Miles is that when you go out on a date, like I was out last night with a girl, first date,
right?
Just for drinks, just to meet, to kind of get a vibe from her. I already put it there, what I was looking for, casual hookup situation. Even tried to say, go back to her house last night. She was saying not the first date, and she was like, and she purposely left her house a mess so she wouldn't have somebody over as a way to, because she was like, I could see how we were vibing, that she would. But that already lets her know that, hey, second time we talk and meet up, it's either if you're with it, cool. If not, you got, like you said, you got my number. Hit me up when you're ready.
Right. Exactly. That's all it is, man. I don't understand why dudes can't just do that. They be, you know what I'm saying? They be doing too much with this shit. Like, because you know what it is, a lot of these guys, right? They don't realize that women like sex just as much as us. And if she's interested in having sex with you, she's going to have sex with you. A lot of these dudes take this sort of like route where they feel like they got to take shit slow and do all this other extra shit. And that actually works against them in most cases. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Right. And so the second situation, I want to definitely get your opinion about is that over the last, I want to say like 3 or 4 days, I had 2 girls that I've been dealing with for a year, friends with benefits. All of a sudden, in the last month or so, they kind of started, taking longer and longer to reply to text or, being wishy-washy about getting together. And I already knew, I was like, they probably met somebody.
Right.
And then sure enough, you know, they finally came clean, like, yeah, they met somebody and that person's offer monogamy and they know that I'm not, but they were still trying to keep me, you know, in their lives, but just not hooking up anymore. And I said, no, I'm like, if we're not going to be hooking up, I'm not just going to be your friend or, you know, somebody that you hang out with, but gets no sex. But they, of course, they were just like, well, it seems like we've been cool and I don't understand why we can't be. I said, no, because I'm not getting anything out of it.
Right. Exactly.
As far as, as that. So with the one girl, she was like, well, would it be okay to talk or, you know, just text even if we don't meet up? And my only condition with that, because I do like her and she was cool, is that he has to know you're still, you know, maybe texting from time to time somebody you were involved with sexually. I'm like, if you want me to be that, that's the requirement. So she claims she's, you know, going to tell him, I don't know if she will or won't.
Right.
And then the other girl was just like, well, you know, with this new guy, she likes the fact that he's giving her attention and dating and stuff I didn't do. We were just, you know, basically hooking up.
Right.
You know, we go out here and there, but obviously not texting, calling every day, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on how I handle, you know, those kind of situations.
Yeah, with those, I mean, see, you're a better man than me because I wouldn't be talking to none of them. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like, the thing is like, yo, you got to let them know, like, hey, listen, you know, because this is the thing that's going to happen sometimes because you're going to have the chicks, they're going to meet these dudes. These dudes is going to try to wife them up quick because that's what, you know, betas do, right? And so what happens is that they're going to be in those situations. They'll be there for a while, and then what'll happen more than half the time is they'll come back. You understand what I'm saying? So you just got to sort of let them go. And then when they be like, hey, but can we still chill and talk and blah, blah, blah. No, that's cool. Listen, do what you got to do. And when that situation dies down or, you know, is no longer there, just hit me back up. You feel what I'm saying? And so what happened is that either one of two things going to happen. They're going to continue to do what they do. And let's say it works out, which, you know, in a lot of cases it doesn't, or it's not going to work out and they're going to come back. You feel what I'm saying? That's basically all it is. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
So for your, like you said, usually you'll just, if a girl does that, you won't even where it was like, you know, every now and then if they shoot you a text or shoot back and forth, you won't even do that. Just cut them off completely and say, hey, if it doesn't work out, get back to me. Yeah.
Cause what I do is every time they're getting back to me, right, it needs to be, or if they do get back to me, it needs to be just about us doing what we've been doing. But if we're not doing what we've been doing, then there's no reason to get back. It's almost like this. It's like it's almost like, you know, like when people go inside a store and they say no loitering. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that's what chicks like to do. They like to loiter. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be like, no, there's no loitering. Either you come in the store and purchase something or get the fuck out. That's it. Like, so the only reason you need to be here is if you're here for this purpose. If you're not here for this purpose, then you don't need to be here. So it's the same concept. If you're not here for this purpose of what we've been doing, then you don't need to be here. Then you can come back here when you are about the purpose of why you're here. You see what I'm saying? And that's it.
Right.
So the thing is what a lot of women like to do is that they like see women like to hang on to non-sexual attention from men because that's very valuable to them. You see what I'm saying? And so what it is that some women, right? Some women also got to understand this, and this is the fucking, you know, just the deal of it is that some women got to understand that they are just fuck buddies, and they will never be anything but fuck buddies. Now, there are some women who could probably graduate from fuck buddy to another situation, but then there are some women who are just going to be buddies. You know what I'm saying? So they have to come to terms with that. That's the situation. And if they're not cool with that, then it is what it is. But either way, they're not going to, if they're just a fuck buddy, they're not going to get that extra attention because they're fuck buddies. You see what I'm saying? And this is why if they go off with another dude, it's like, cool, do your thing, have fun, good luck. I applaud that. But if you come back here or you talk to me or you're interacting with me, it's about us fucking. So if we're not fucking, then there's no reason for us to talk. Is that simple? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. And that one of them I did that with because that's all we were, fuck buddies. Mm-hmm. You know, even though it was like over a year period, that's where I was just like, no, you know, there's no reason to talk. The other one, you know, we actually did stuff. Like the one I kind of told you about where like the sex is mediocre, but she's really cool. You know, we did a lot of stuff. So that's why I guess I more so consider still, if she shoots me a text here and there, okay. But you're saying even with that, it's just better to be like, look, go handle that. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, hit me up.
Right. And that's it. Because this is the thing. See, it's one thing if you're, let's say, for example, like dating a chick, because the only reason to really be like really dating a woman is because you see potential in her to be part of your life in that manner, like to level up in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So, but if you know, okay, this girl, I will never want her as a wife or a girlfriend or anything, and is never going to get past fuck buddy, then if she is, you know, seeing another dude, there's no reason for us to be talking because that's all we was doing anyway. Even while we're in the fuck buddy situation, there was no reason for us to talk in the first place. Like a chick that I'm fucking, I don't talk to her. I don't have conversations with her. I don't ask her how her day was. I don't know nothing. I hardly know anything about her life. And I don't care because we just fuck it. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that she would even want to do more.
Well, also she was like considered friends with more of her friends with benefits.
Mm-hmm. So what would y'all be doing?
Like we've, you know, gone out to dinners, drinks, you know, hang out, spent the night over each other's crib and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's dating though. That's like you're dating this chick. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she always knew it was casual. Like, you know, I was dating others, she was dating others because I didn't want a relationship.
Right. So then this is the thing. You'd have to say to her, hey, well, listen, because we're not fucking, we can't, like, you got, it's almost like this. You got to say fucking comes along with everything else. You understand what I'm saying? Or everything else comes along with the fucking. So if the fucking ain't happening, you can't get all the other shit that we've been doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I did tell her.
Right.
That's why she was like, well, can we still hang out? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to just hang out if we're not, you know, hanging sex. But I guess because we have built up more than just fucking, why I considered, okay, if we text here and there, that's no big deal.
But see, this is why it's so difficult sometimes when you blur the lines. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's usually either we just fucking or we dating where it could possibly lead to something else. You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense to be dating a woman that doesn't lead to anywhere else, because then now you're just in this perpetual cycle of all that shit going down. And that's where a lot of drama can happen, because she's like, oh, I'm feeling all these feelings and we're doing all these things. But it's not like progressing anywhere. Not to say that things always have to go down that route. But what I'm saying is, from a woman's perspective, when you're doing those things, that's going to cause her a lot of times to sort of like bring unnecessary energy to the situation, because you're putting energy on the situation. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I tell guys, look, when you're vetting a woman, the only reason you need to vet her, in a sense, is I'm vetting you because I see potential that she could be something more than just a fuck buddy. But if she's just a fuck buddy, then we just fucking. So it's either we fucking or we dating on the way to something else. But what you're doing is you're dating and going nowhere. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going to cause the issue a lot of times. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And she did mention that. She was like, because she liked what we had, but the fact was she never met my kids. And, she knew she was never going to. She never met my family or friends. I didn't meet her family or friends. It was just like we hang out with each other, and she was just like, and I feel like you probably were never going to go there. I'm like, you're right. I wasn't.
Oh, you still there? My
so
internet was going crazy. Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead. My internet was jumping a little bit. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Okay. Yeah, like you just said, and she was just saying, it seemed like it would just continue to be that and never build to anything more.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So so what happens is, when you do that type of stuff, that sort of causes friction, because it's like you're in limbo. Because it's almost like you're her man, but you're not. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's the thing. So that's why you it's almost like you got to choose. You got to choose, are we just fucking or are we doing other shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, but what a lot of guys do is they'll be like, well, I want to combine both. So I want to fuck you, hang out with you, you know, like go on dates with you and fucking like, you know, do all this boyfriend stuff, but I ain't trying to be your boyfriend. It's like, so that's going to cause a lot of friction and unnecessary energy in the situation, which could, you know, cause some negative energy too. You see what I'm saying? Because she's getting right. Because what happened is she'll get attached to you, but at the same time, remember, because you ain't trying to, you know, do anything with her, it's not going anywhere. Of course, she's going to have to go see another guy. But then when she sees other guys, she still likes you because y'all still created some sort of bond together. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why she's like, oh, but can we still talk about blah, blah? And that's because you're not choosing what category she's in. Like you have her in this like limbo category of you're a fuck buddy, but you're also my girlfriend, but you're not my girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? Like, right. So that's the thing. So you got to choose. You know what I mean?
Right. And then last thing I want to ask real quick is that because now I'm, you know, getting to a point where, you know, been divorced all these years, obviously been dating, you know, I've been talking to you for years and years. And so getting to a point where I would like something more kind of like what I had, but still, I guess, be open, kind of like, you know, your situation, maybe not married, but, you know, have somebody that's like my main and then kind of like a secondary thing. So how would I go about, do you think, cultivating that kind of situation?
Right. I mean, well, it's basically the same thing, the same way with vetting. Like, just like this girl you're talking about, it would be like she would be sort of like a type of girl who could possibly be your main chick. So if you dating a chick or, you know, you hooking up with her and then you start dating a little bit more, then you say, okay, this girl has potential to be the main girl. But then when you let her know that she has potential to do that and it's getting there, you need to tell her, hey, listen, because if she's saying, hey, I want to be with you, AT, and you're, you know, we should be together, yada, yada. You say, okay, well, cool. Listen, if we be together, this is how I want the relationship to go. You'll be my main woman, but I'm going to have women on the side. You cool with that? She's like, all right. She's like, yeah, I'm cool with that. Then that's how you make that happen. So you got to let the girl know at the time where she's sort of itching for that relationship. Then you let her know that. And then if she's cool with that, then you know, make the process happen through that vetting process to make her your main girl. You see what I'm saying? That's all you got to do.
You don't mention it beforehand, or even when you're kind of
you don't need to. You can, but you don't need to. You can, but you don't need to. You see what I'm saying? The time you got to mention it is when it's the talk of when she brings that up. Like, so what are we and where's this going? And blah, like if she brings that up, then you can mention that. Be like, well, listen, you know, we only been dating for like 4 months, so I like to take my time, you know, vet women for at least a year, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna let you know if I'm being in a long-term relationship, you got to be okay with me seeing other women. You see what I'm saying? And then if she's cool with that, then you say if she's like cool, and you continue to vet her. Then you know within that year, then you can make her your girl. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And that's that. But that's the thing. You got it right. So what I'm saying is that for now, you gotta learn how to separate it more. So now if you see a girl and you're like, okay, we fucking, because it's usually fuck buddy first. Like we're fuck buddies first. We're just fucking.
Right.
And then if you see potential in her, you say, okay, this is the type of girl who I could see. Like I like, she's cool. I like, you know, she has a good personality. I see that she has some potential. Then that's the girl you work on to, you see what I'm saying? Go towards something. You see what I mean? So you don't want to have a chick like that and say, hey, yeah, I like doing all this boyfriendy shit with you, but I'm gonna never make you my girl. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just a waste of time. You see what I mean?
Okay. Right. Yeah. And I see where, I've been going wrong with that because I've had a lot of situations happen like that where we, like you said, start off as fuck buddies. Then after a while, graduate, then, you know, go do stuff, sleep over. And then after a year, they're like, well, what is this? Like, well, you're never introducing me. Like, do your kids even know about me? Do your family know I exist?
Right. That's what I'm saying. And then that's where the drama going to happen. And then you'll be like, what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. So you got to make sure, bro, that you choose what she is and then move in that direction. So, you know, there's certain girls where you're like, okay, she's definitely a fuck buddy. Like, we ain't never going to. You know what I'm saying? And then there's certain girls where it's like, okay, she got some potential. And then that's the one that you can, you know what I'm saying, work on, while the other girls are just mainly fuck buddies. Or you might see 2 or 3 girls that got potential. Then you pick the best one out of those 2 or 3 girls to be the main chick. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Definitely got you, man. Well, I definitely, glad I checked back in after a minute.
Yes, sir.
And, as always, appreciate the time and information, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, bro. All right. I'm going to holler.
All right.
All right. So we got 3 more calls and we're going to head up out of here. We're going to go 678, then 732, and then 973. So let's go to 678. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, I don't need $1.
What's up, bro? What's going on with you, man?
Yeah,
so what's good?
I got a question for you. So, do you think you use money? Do you think you use money to your advantage to get girls? For example, like you need money to learn game, bad boy membership. You need money to learn game, money to get your hygiene up, money to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To get some coaching, get money to basically you use money to your advantage to be attracted to women. The clothes you wear, buy some good clothes to attract women. So what are your thoughts on that?
So what's the question?
I'm saying that can you use money? Like, for example, the bad boy membership, that costs money. So do you think money can help you attract women? Not directly, but I'm saying that if you use money to invest in your stuff, you can get attracted to women.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you can use money to attract women, but you're attracting them with resources, which means they're attracted to the money. You see what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying that. No. I'm saying bad boy membership. Like, go do a bad boy membership, that costs money.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because you buy the product that helps you, upgrade your mind. And then that will make you more attractive to women because you become the type of guy that women are attracted to. Yeah. But what I'm saying is
money do play a part.
Right. So what I'm saying is money doesn't play a part in the sense of you making women sexually attracted to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you need to be the sexually attractive thing, the man. You see what I'm saying? So now what happens is that for example, if a guy gets on a bad boy membership, right? He learns more about himself. When he learns more about himself in relation to dealing with women, he becomes more attractive to women sexually. And then so those women want to have sex with him because now he has become that guy. You get it? So he used the money to learn certain things to become that guy. But what I'm saying is that if you're not that guy and all you have is money to try to get women, then women are going to bypass you and just go to the money. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it is, brother. You feel me? But yeah, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. All right, let's go to 732. 732, what's popping? Who this?
What's good, Lucarios are showing I donated.
What up? Appreciate it. What's going on?
All right, first thing first. I want to let you know, I know you watch a lot of the little dating shows on Netflix. Dated, it's either dated and related or related and dated and related. So, basically, siblings being a wig man to get long-lasting love. The worst siblings get kicked out. The best siblings get kept on. I think you should watch it. There's a lot of game on it.
It's called what? It's called Dating and Related?
Dated and Related.
Dated and Related. Okay, I got you. It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's new, so it's going to be like the first. And another thing, about the topic, I think it's a great topic. This is basically picking back off Dating Related, because on that show I'm starting to realize a lot of people are unaware of simple shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what I've realized is you actually have the advantage if you actively date a lot or actively approach a lot, because you're more aware of the person that you're dealing with at hand.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Myself, I recently learned something new. Like, maybe this is just my experience, but usually when I say something to a woman, when I approach her, if she looks down and then responds like in a side way, she's not into it. And I see that because usually they do that before they reject me or they tell me no. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason I'll be aware of something like that is because I approach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So my thing is just the point of this is it's not success in money. You actually got to deal with the women.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't deal with women, you're just gonna know how to. You're not even gonna know how to. You're just gonna use your money. You're gonna try to use that. And again, like you said, Lakara, these women get a whole bunch of guys with money, whether it's six figures, whether it's $50,000, whether it's $1 million, coming at them trying to use their money to get them, and they get all that experience up like it's nothing. So that's my whole thing.
Nah, that's some real shit. And you know what it is like, that's why I tell guys to approach women, talk to women, interact with women, because what happens is that you are going to, like you said, there's certain things you'll only learn by doing it. And then there's things that you're not going to know because you're not doing it. So even with a lot of guys on YouTube, when they talk about women or they talk about, game or whatever, there's certain things they don't know because they're not actually doing it. You see what I'm saying? And so there's a difference between guys who are doing it and guys who are not doing it, because the guys who are not doing it, like this is why we call this show Real Game No Theory, is that a lot of the guys who are not doing it, they come up with the theories of what they think is supposed to happen versus what happens. Because when you approach women or you deal with women a lot, you start to see patterns. You understand? You start to see the same shit occurring over and over again. You start to see the same type of responses. You start to see responses of women who aren't into you are very similar, and the responses of women who are into you are very similar. You see what I'm saying? So you already could tell, you know what I'm saying, just off the bat about like, okay, you could talk to a girl for 30 seconds, excuse me, and you could tell based off her response if she's feeling it or not. And a lot of guys, they don't have that social intelligence to understand it because they're not actually out there doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. But I'm glad you brought that up. I remember you was on a call with a guy, and you said something like, "Yeah, I approached 30 or 50 women in an hour." He was like, "How is that even possible? Cardio should take 3 to 4 hours." Right. But you were saying, you was able to tell off rip they wasn't fucking with you, and that's the thing, Lucario. It's like, it's so advantageous to be socially aware, have that practicing, because you can really turn bitches up. If a woman has an understanding that you ain't reading those signs, you just keep on going, and you ain't get the understanding that it's off, or you can't tell that she's feeling you, you're going to turn her off. Right. I feel like, oh, hell no. Like, what the fuck? I don't, this is dangerous. I don't want to be around this nigga. So, are y'all against, y'all fucking with these theories and against approaching? Take a second look at it, man, because you can save yourself from going to prison for some bullshit that you probably think you didn't do, but you actually did do accidentally. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not prison, but complaints or getting kicked out of work or anything like that. But yeah, social awareness is important, and keeping a positive mind is definitely important as well. But that's all I got to say.
That's what's up. Appreciate the call, brother. All right, let's go to 973. 973, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, Mr. Lucario, Cold Steel, I donated.
Cold Steel, what up? What's going on? What's good? What's good?
So on the topic, I do think that I could be wrong, but I do think that ambition is an attractive quality, not from a tricking point of view or a simping point of view, resource as far as resources, but they find ambition attractive. So say you had 2 guys. One guy, everything being equal, one is in medical school, and the other has like a low-wage job. And when he's off duty, all he does is drink and play video games or watch sports. All things being equal, and say they're both sexually attractive, she would think the guy going to medical school be more sexually attracted to the guy going to medical school because not because of the tricking perspective, but because of the ambition perspective. A couple of years ago, I heard about on one of those MGTOW channels, they said that this pro athlete, he retired early. He had like several million in the bank, and his wife divorced him because he said he was like lazy and didn't have any ambition. But even though he had like over $10 million in the bank, tens of like $60 million or something like that.
Right. Well, the thing is this: you got to understand, when it comes to game, you want to be able to hit on all cylinders in all areas. So what happens is like with your example with a guy who's a doctor and the guy who's like, just chilling at home or whatever, right? The the guy who's a doctor, and you said all things are equal with both of those guys, except for, that guy's a doctor, the other guy, he's chilling at home. They both sexually attractive. They both, let's say they're confident, know how to talk to women, whatever it is like that. What happens is because that guy who's a doctor, right, is in a better position financially, right? Then what's going to happen is that he's going to be more attractive than the other guy because all things are equal in that situation because they're both sexually attractive. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's say the doctor was not sexually attractive, but the other guy was sexually attractive. He would beat out the doctor every fucking day because sexual attraction is the strongest form of attraction. Do you see what I'm saying? Everything else falls under sexual attraction. You see what I mean? So, and this is what a lot of guys don't get. They're working backwards. They're trying to get the money up, thinking that's going to get them the women. No, if they were actually sexually attractive, they would get more women. It would be easier for them to get women. This is why I keep trying to tell guys this. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you're not sexually attractive, it's going to make it harder for you to get women. Just like the caller that called earlier where he was like, oh, I went on a date with a girl and I didn't fuck, and then I tried to call her and she wanted to go to dinner. What he did was he set himself up to be the resource guy, right? So because he set himself up to be the resource guy, now he is no longer in first place because he's not the sexually attractive guy. He's the guy I will settle for because he has the resources. You see what I'm saying? What a woman wants, she wants a guy who's sexually attractive and has resources. But if you're not sexually attractive, I'll settle for the resources. You see what I'm saying? And that's what guys got to understand. But what happens is the sexually attractive guy always wins. This is why you could have a guy who's successful. He has a great job making six figures. Let's say he's the doctor, whatever it is. And then he comes home and his wife is fucking some bum. Why? Because the sexual attraction always wins. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I used a bad example. I meant he's still in medical school, not a doctor yet, but I have a better example. Like, what about your example about the guy who's like really passionate about helping the homeless, like building homeless shelters and soup kitchens and things like that, right? Which is something that's not going to make him much money, but he's like really passionate about it. He wants to expand the organization and like take over the whole world as far as like helping the homeless. That guy would be, I think that guy would be more sexually attractive than the guy that drinks beer and plays video games.
Right, but that doesn't make you sexually attractive. Like, you being passionate doesn't make you sexually attractive. You understand what I'm saying?
But I think he's showing that he's a leader.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's good. No, don't get me wrong. That's what I'm saying. Those are good things. But what I'm saying is that you can do all that shit and still not be sexually attractive. So what I'm saying is this. All of the other things are bonuses to you being sexually attractive. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that if you have a dude who just drinks, he just fucking drinks beer and chills, and then you have this guy who's like, he's fucking volunteering, he's out there doing a bunch of awesome shit, right? And they both at the club. You understand what I'm saying? The guy who drinks the beer, who don't do shit, the girl will want to fuck him before the other guy because he's more sexually attractive than that other dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? There's no way around it. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand.
I'm agreeing with the sexual attractiveness. I'm just saying that if all things being equal, it's not the resources, but the ambition. I think is also an attractive quality. Not as far as the resources perspective, but the
and that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. If all things being equal, and then the other guy has one more thing, then he has something else that makes him more attractive. So of course, but what I'm saying is that if a guy has, this is what I'm trying to say, right? If a dude has 5 things going on for him, let's say he's making some money, he has a good network of friends, he's passionate. Let's say he I don't know, let's say he has a nice car, whatever, has a nice house, right? And then you have a guy over here, right? He lives at home with his mom. He ain't hardly got any money, but he's sexually attractive, he will beat out this nigga with all this shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, if this guy over here is sexually attractive, he will beat out this guy who is just sexually attractive because he's sexually attractive and he has all the other stuff. Do you get it? So what I'm saying is sexual attraction is the baseline. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Okay. Can I ask you one more question real quick?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So most guys say that it's like women want non-sexual attention. Shout out to Island Roger Curry.
Right.
But that's not what I see. That's not what I've seen my whole life. They might enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy non-sexual attention myself, but they're like flooded with guys trying to give them non-sexual attention. And from what I've seen is they're waiting for the guy that gives them the sexual attention. You know, you know what I'm saying? Because like most people I've dated, the guy was like way more that you like. I've known like girls that like serial dated and like pump and dump guys. Like date one guy for a month and then dump him, date another guy for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, dump him, like that.
Right.
And all of those guys were giving them like tons of non-sexual attention. And like I could tell from the interaction that the guy was way more emotional and way more interested than the girl was. So they're like flooded with guys trying to give them non-sexual attention, but most guys don't give them the sexual attention. You know, so just due to the numbers, I think most chicks actually want the sexual attention more than the non-sexual.
No, they want the non-sexual attention more because they can get sexual attention whenever. You understand what I'm saying? So like what I'm saying is this: women don't have a problem getting sex. Like most of these women out here, they can fuck a new guy every day for the rest of their goddamn life. They'll never run out of dudes who want to fuck them. You understand? Now, what happens is that not only do women want, you know, attention that's not sexual, you know, they want that non-sexual attention. Shout out to ARC. These chicks, not only do they want non-sexual attention, they want non-sexual attention that is real. And what I mean by that is that they want non-sexual attention from a man who gives a fuck. See, non-sexual attention from a man who's just trying to fuck them is not the same as non-sexual attention from a man who cares about them. You see what I'm saying? That's what they really want. But what they'll do is they'll settle for the non-sexual attention of a guy who's trying to fuck. That's why they try to get you to do a lot of things with them before they give you pussy. That's why they try to take it slow, because they're trying to manufacture the attention of you caring. But they know deep down you don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So when they actually find a guy who gives a fuck, that's what they really, really want. You see what I'm saying? So that's the attention they're not getting. You see what I mean?
I don't think that the guys are just trying to fuck. I think they're settling for the non-sexual attention because they think that's all they can get.
Say that again.
And I just see like 9 out of 10 guys. Like they're like flooded with non-sexual attention constantly. Like they don't have guys telling them they're trying to fuck, and then like
but they know. Notice what I'm saying. They know the guys are trying to fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I mean is this:
how do they can't read their mind?
No. What I'm saying is this: they know that when a guy talks to them, it's because they're trying to fuck. They know this. You understand what I'm saying? They know the friend zone guys want to fuck them. They know the guys that say hi to them in the street want to fuck them. They know the guys that DM them want to fuck them. They know the guy that's liking their pictures and fucking sending them emojis. What they know the guys want to fuck them, right? What I'm saying to you is that the women want attention from guys that don't want to fuck them also, meaning that, or when I say don't want to fuck them, meaning that they actually can be with them without sex having to be a thing. So what I mean is this: if a woman has a boyfriend, right? Her and her boyfriend can spend the day together and chill and talk and, you know, relate to each other and do all this other shit and not even have sex that day at all. You understand? And it's all good. And so because she knows that he cares about her, right? That is something that she yearns, because most women, when it comes to men, most of their interactions with men are men who don't give a fuck, because all they're trying to do is fuck. So what I'm saying is that most women's experience is guys fucking either once or a few times and bouncing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what they want is a guy who's not going to bounce and give them attention, or a guy who's just going to give them attention in general, and that guy actually caring about the attention he's giving them in the sense that he gives a fuck about her. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, is that most women understand that most guys don't give a fuck about them. That's why they have to try to manufacture a man giving a fuck about them by getting guys to court her and take her out on 3 or 4 dates, spend time on the phone with her. But deep down, she knows they're only doing that because they're trying to fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're trying to fuck. So now, once a woman knows that the guy has fucked her and he's still sticking around and he's still interacting with her, and on top of that, he's doing other things with her that don't necessarily have to do with fucking, that's the type of attention she's really yearning for. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? And most of them can't get it. Okay, now, that's what I'm trying to say.
Now, what about the serial daters that bump and dump one guy after another? It was clear like it was the girl dumping the guy, not the guy dumping the girl.
Yeah, because the women still are in situations where they have sex with a guy, right? And she's not really into him like that because the sex ain't all that, right? Or what happens is that she knows that this guy isn't the type of guy that she wants to be with long term. You gotta understand, women don't just want a man; they want a man they also like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. So just because she fucks this dude, right, doesn't mean she actually likes him as a person. And if she doesn't really like him as a person, she don't really give a fuck about his attention that much, because he's not the type of guy she likes anyway. You see what I'm saying? It's just like you want to fuck a girl that's really hot. You could fuck a girl that's not that attractive, but you don't really want to fuck her. You rather fuck the girl that you think is really hot. So it's the same thing for women. Women don't just want attention from any guy. They want attention from a guy that they actually like and who also gives a fuck about them. You see what I'm saying? So this is why they can hop from dude to dude, because she's like, well, he's good for some dick, but I'm not really into him as a person. I don't really like this motherfucker. He's a cornball, whatever. He's just goofy, but he gives some good dick, so I'm gonna just, use him for some dick and keep it pushing. And so what I'm saying is, ultimately at the end of the day, what the woman really wants is attention from men who give a fuck. That's what it is. And what I'm saying is most guys don't give a fuck. And what I'm saying is most of the attention they get, is sort of the low-level attention of them knowing I'm getting attention, I'm soaking this all in, but I still, in the back of my mind, know this is bullshit because he's trying to fuck me. You see what I'm saying? That's what you gotta understand, bro. Go ahead.
So even if it looks like the guy is like putting them on a pedestal and like opening the car door for them and taking them out to dinner, you think that deep down even those guys don't give a fuck? You already
yes, nigga, that's what I'm saying. Of course they don't give a fuck, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're doing all of that shit to fuck. So what I'm saying is, if she hasn't fucked him and he's doing all that stuff, it's because he's trying to fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. So just like, bro, didn't you hear the other caller earlier? He said, we went to the movies. And then he called her and said, yo, let's go get drinks. But the whole time he's trying to fuck. So he's doing all this stuff to try to fuck. That's what I'm trying to say. So he's giving her all this attention. He's giving her all of this shit, but he's just trying to fuck. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is, she knows that this is the case, but this is what women will do. They're like, well, if it's going to take me it's hard for me to get a guy who gives a fuck. So you know what? I'd rather take this attention of him taking me out and doing all this other stuff, even though I know he's just trying to fuck me. So I'd rather that type of attention than no attention at all that's non-sexual. It's the same thing with niggas like, for example, the passport bros, right? They're like, I know these hoes in these other countries don't really give a fuck about me, but I'm gonna go over there and pretend they do give a fuck about me because I need to feel like a woman gives a fuck about me. Right? So I'm gonna go over here and pay this prostitute to hang out with me and pretend to be my girlfriend for a week or so I can get the experience of a woman actually giving a fuck about me. You saying this is what women also do is they will stretch out the situation so that they can pretend the guy actually gives a fuck about them. But what they really want is a guy who truly gives a fuck about them. Just like the passport bros want a woman who truly gives a fuck about them, which is why they're flying over there so they can feel that experience. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
Good.
All right, brother. Well, appreciate the call, man. I'm going to holler at you, man. All right. So, guys, that's pretty much it. Listen, tonight, 10 o'clock, me and Miles going to be on. So make sure you guys tune in. Remember, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com because right now on the Bad Boy membership, we got this program right here. 7 things you must never do if you just want to hook up with women. So again, you guys out here talking yourself about the pussy. Make sure you get that program. 7 things you must never do if you just want to hook up with women. Make sure you go get that. It's on a Bad Boy membership right now, plus all the other programs are on there right now. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. And shout out to my dude, Coach Justin, in the building. You feel what I'm saying? So if you guys, or I was going to say, make sure you guys tune in tonight, 10 p.m. Me and I was going to get it in. Pause. And we will holler at you guys later. All right. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting something.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.